Hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. So, I won't back down. I won't back down. I won't. I won't stop. I won't. I'm going to continue. Because what I'm seeing out here, what I have been seeing out here in this world, and what has been, the word I'm looking for is perpetrated, and are being shown out in the world as being okay, acceptable, it's not okay. It has never been okay in my eyes and in my, how can I put this? I want to make this as plain and simple as possible. If you looked into my life, you'd see what I see. If you have walked in my shoes over the last few decades, you would understand what has gotten me to this point today. And you would be really surprised that I was able to make it through and get through what I have seen and what I have been through. It's a lot. It's a lot. And when I see other individuals out there in the world that are displaying qualities, traits, low value, low morals, grotesque in their behavior, in their actions, toxic and manipulative in their ways, as well as in their beliefs and judgments on other people, towards other people, that by their opinion they feel and believe are immoral and or wrong in the way that they're living their life, it's hypocritical. It really is hypocritical when you actually hear these people open up their mouths and talk this nasty crap as far as what they've done out in the world, how they see and view things, people in this world, and how they have basically exposed themselves in so many different ways, and that it's okay for them to do so and then not be judged and or viewed in a different light because of their sex or their looks or their age, or just because they feel like you shouldn't judge them because, who dare you judge them. I'm going to tell you who's going to judge you. God's going to judge you. God's going to judge you when it comes your time to deal with God. And when your time comes, when your last December gets here and you have to go talk to God, you have to go meet with God, and God is going to already know all the things that you have done in your life, all the toxic behaviors, all the manipulative behaviors, all the ways that you have hurt and other people and scarred other people, not to mention anybody that has scarred you or hurt you wrongly. If you have carried those misdoings, those mistreatments, and acted them out on other people, and caused other people trauma and hurt and scarring and so on and so forth, like, you think God's gonna be easier? You don't think God's gonna judge you for your actions? You don't think God's gonna judge you for your negative, hateful opinions and your judgments and attacks against other, as well as using the vessel, the body that He blessed you with, to therefore produce seeds that you really did not want, and or produce seeds in order for you to gain monetarily off of another individual? How dare you? How dare you? Toxic behaviors, manipulative behaviors, individuals that feel that they're better than other individuals for whatever their reasoning is. It's nasty. And the thing I really, that really just takes me aback is I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I did everything right, but I really focused on the betterment of myself as well as the betterment of other people that had any kind of contact with me. So it didn't matter what walk of life they came from, being around me and or me being around them, it was a blessing. Because I didn't carry and or negatively affect other people from things that I've been through. I actually try to better other people from things that I've been through so that they don't go down the wrong path, so that they make the right choices. Because there are people that I was around years ago that did not make the right choices, and they're no longer here. Or they're no longer in a state of being in any kind of joy or light. It's darkness for them. And that could be through drugs, addiction, pornography, sex, alcohol. I can keep going. And or attaching themselves to the wrong people that drag them down. And things I'm seeing out in society, not everybody, but a lot of what I'm seeing out in society today is so disgusting, so toxic, so manipulative. I don't blame people for not wanting to get married. I don't blame people for not wanting to have children. I don't blame people for closing their legs and not engaging in any kind of sex with anybody because of all the toxic, manipulative, risky behaviors that people are doing out here in this world and thinking that it's okay. And people may look at me and or see me and or know something about me and think that what I'm doing, how I'm living my life is wrong. Well, I'd like for you to ask God about that, because God has kept me through the midst of it all. God has kept me through the midst of it all. Even when I was right across the hallway from people that wanted to destroy me. And or in the same room with people that wanted to destroy me for being me. And I wasn't doing anything evil, hateful, wicked, debaucherous, nothing. I was not engaging in a lot of the crap that people are engaging in today. It used to be less toxic. Let's just put it that way. And I would say before the rise of the internet, it used to be less toxic. Not saying that it wasn't out there, not saying that the evils were not out there, not saying that the bad things were not out there, but now it's easily accessible. It's more easily accessible. These dating apps, case in point number one. Social networks, not saying that they're all toxic, but people that have access to your information, if it's the wrong person and they have the wrong idea and or they have the wrong mindset or mentality, I tell you what, it could cause great disaster and or death for you in your life, in your family. That's why you have some individuals that have their accounts locked to where you have to request. And if they don't know you, you don't get access. And or they have not posted on their account in years. Maybe it's because they knew what could have happened had they put all their business online. But see, the difference between them and me, I see a lot of things. I recognize a lot of the toxicity. And thankfully, God has blessed me to not heavily be affected by it in regard to anybody that I have come into contact with, and anybody that I may have come into contact with that was toxic and or was evil or cruel or manipulative. God removed me from them. But that does not mean that the weapons that they formed against me were not going to happen. And a lot of those weapons were mouth. A lot of those weapons, spell work, witchcraft. And if you don't know anything about that, I hope you don't have to find anything out about that. But I guarantee you that somebody else out there, if they're on the outside looking in, and they don't like what you have going on, or they have some kind of vendetta or some kind of insecurity, and you are irritating their demons, you know, telling what these people will do and or try to do to try to hurt you. Ask me how I know. So it pissed me off that some of these same people that have done this evil work through mouth, sex, lies, manipulation, are actually a lot of the ones that are saying, oh, you can't judge me, or you can't judge me based on what I'm doing in my life, or how I'm doing this, or how I'm doing that. Yeah, we can. And we can choose to leave you alone and not even be attached or acknowledge you in any way. Ask me how I know. They will do this to other people that should be seen, that should be heard, that should be recognized because they're on the up and up and they're actually for the betterment of society. You have a lot of fakes out there in the world, and a lot of fakes are out there in the world being seen and are shown through the internet, being listened to and are heard through the internet. That's why you can't believe and or listen to everybody that you come across. Just saying the truth. And here's another thing too. God will shine just as much as the devil will try to, but God will put his children in places where they belong, no matter what anybody else wants to happen to his children. No matter how many delays these people try to set up and or cause in the lives of his children, God is the one who elevates. And what God says goes. Gotta go.